Harley-Davidson doesn't like to introduce their motorcycles at the EICMA motorcycle show like all the other manufacturers. They're not into sharing the spotlight, even with themselves. Generally, Harley introduces their returning models in one go, highlighting small improvements, colorways, and engine options, then introduces actual new models like the Pan America, the Sportster S, and the Nightster months apart to make sure that they get plenty of shine and press attention at times when nothing else is happening. Pretty good strategy, actually. So yes, we'll get the big introduction of Harley's bold new colors sometime early in the year, probably January. But what's the exciting, actually new model coming out this year? It is almost sure to be the Pan America 975 in standard and S for special versions. The special will probably come with wire wheels and extra off-road rider modes and gear. How do I know this and what features will this bike have? Stay tuned. And if you're enjoying this content, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, and sharing the video with those who would find it interesting. According to information uncovered by Cycle World way back in 2018, Harley-Davidson rolled out plans to introduce the Pan America in 1250 and 975cc versions by 2021. Obviously, due to the pandemic, global disruption, and Harley's firing of former CEO Matt Levitage, there was enough upheaval to delay the 975 Pan Am by a couple of years. In the meantime, new CEO Jochen Zeiss turned the company back toward the cruiser market and cancelled several of the previously planned models like the 975cc Bronx. But now it seems the company is getting ready to introduce the Pan America 975 and 975 Special as soon as early 2023. How do we know? Harley has already listed instructions for installing accessory mirrors for model designation RA975 on their website. To be clear, the RA1250 is the model designation for the Pan America 1250. And just in case anyone thought that was a typo, the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration already has recall information pages dedicated to Harley-Davidson models RA975 and RA975S. That's pretty convincing and suggests that the bike might have been targeted for 2022 but pushed back due to delays. But when will it be introduced? Well, if past introductions are any indication, Harley will launch their returning models and slight upgrades sometime in January. Then, perhaps in February, like the Pan America in 2021, or April like the Nightster in 2022, they will drop the brand new model and concurrently ship it to dealers so there's no lag time. Customers will be able to see the motorcycles almost immediately after the intro. Again, good strategy to offer the bike while the hype is high and hope that it sells out immediately. The latest that we can expect this motorcycle would be the summer, as the Sportster S was actually introduced in July of 2021. However, offering a new motorcycle when half the riding season is completed doesn't seem to make much sense, so my money is on a winter or early spring introduction. But what about the Mini Pan Am itself? What kind of bike will it be and what will be its capabilities? Here we enter the realm of speculation but can make some educated guesses. The engine will be the Revolution Max 975cc 60-degree V-twin that powers the Nightster. The tune of that engine is as yet unknown, but expect quite a bit more go than the Nightster's 90 horsepower. You see, this is also the engine that was supposed to power the now defunct Bronx Street Fighter, and in that, guys, it was set to pack 115 horses. Given that the bigger 1252cc Revolution Max makes 121 horsepower in the Sportster S and 150 horsepower in the Pan America, it makes sense that the Pan America 975 will similarly be more powerful than the 975cc Nightster. It will be the biggest mid-sized adventure bike. If almost 1000cc is mid-sized, things are getting ridiculous. And the second biggest motorcycle in the category, the 937cc Ducati Desert X, lays down a class-leading 110 horsepower and 68 pound-feet of torque. The Pan Am 975 will need to be competitive with that, as it would be embarrassing to have a rival with a smaller engine making significantly more power. The other big question is, how much is it going to weigh? This is most relevant as presumably some will take this motorcycle off-road, and here is where Harley could get into some trouble, as it is unlikely that a Pan America 975 will be competitive with the other bikes in the class unless Harley designers build it significantly differently than the Pan America 1250. Why is this? First, most of the motorcycles in this class are parallel twins, and these are simpler, more compact, and tend to be lighter than Harley V-twins. Take for instance the 105 horsepower KTM 890 Adventure R, which weighs about 210 kilograms or 463 pounds. Even the V-twin Desert X weighs 223 kilograms or 492 pounds with a full tank. So why can't this new Harley weigh in that same neighborhood? I'm not saying it can't, but it's unlikely. You see, the Pan America 1250 weighs around 242 kilograms or 434 pounds, which is competitive with the other big bikes in its class. However, the Sportster S with the same engine weighs 228 kilograms or 502 pounds. Now take that 32-pound difference and transpose it to the 975cc Nightster and new smaller Pan America. The Nightster's wet weight is 221 kilograms or 487 pounds, and if Harley builds a mid-sized adventure bike around the 975cc engine that is 30 pounds heavier than their cruiser, that mid-sized bike will weigh 517 pounds, pretty porky for this class. Now the BMW F850 GS is porky at 504 pounds, but 517? ADV guys are weight weenies, and I don't see many going for a mid-sized bike that heavy. So in order to trim down the smaller Pan America to somewhere around 500 pounds, Harley engineers would have to do something unique and different, and who knows, maybe they will. But how likely is that? The bike has to be built to a price point, and lightness ain't cheap. Not saying I don't have faith in the Pan America 975 coming in at a reasonable weight, just saying that it won't be easy. And I know that some might retort that 90% of these motorcycles will never see real dirt, probably true, but light is right on pavement as well, and riders shopping for a new motorcycle do like to compare specs. So let's hope that Harley engineers don't just stick a 975cc V-twin in the existing Pan America frame. What would I like to see from the motor company? Well, a 350-pound 500cc single with 10 inches of suspension travel and ground clearance, to be honest. But we're living in the real world here, so I'll settle for a sub 500-pound 110 horsepower, 68 pound-feet of torque, $13,000 MSRP bike, which will be a little better than the BMW everywhere. Oh yeah, and put a 21-inch front wheel on the special version, please. There, that's realistic, with the possible exception of the weight, but you can't have it all. So here's hoping that Harley gets this one right, and also hoping that we see this motorcycle early in 2023, maybe as soon as February. I like the fact that Harley is taking on the adventure market and exposing more riders to the pleasures of breaking the pavement barrier. Let's place some bets on the specs of this new hog. Power, weight, price, what do you think? Please share your dubious speculation in the comments below. And if you live far enough south of me to still be riding, stay safe out there.
If you're interested in any of the gear that Brooke and I wear or use, or the camera equipment we use to film this channel, the links are below. Everything listed there was bought with our own money, and we are not sponsored by any company. However, the links below are affiliate links, and the channel is paid a small amount for referring you to shop at no additional cost to you. We do not recommend any products that we are not satisfied with ourselves, but we do strongly urge you to do your research and select the correct size for items like helmets and clothing. As always, thanks for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. And whatever you ride, enjoy it. Wave at other bikers no matter what they're riding. We're all part of a brotherhood and sisterhood. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up, and may the spokes be with you.